Everything goes right.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ashley and I've really been wanting to film a sort of dorm room essentials video, and I actually wanted to film this before I went on study abroad, but I was just so rushed. But I came back from study abroad a few days ago actually, so I was like, perfect time to film this video. So I'm sorry if I look down. I have a really big list on my phone. I tried to make as detailed of a list as I possibly could, but I'm probably gonna forget some stuff. If I do forget anything, I will put it in the description. And if you're wondering about like a specific brand or version that I bought, I will also put that in the description. Also, sorry if you could sort of like hear my voice. I'm like kind of congested. I was kind of sick like my last week that I was studying abroad, and yeah, I had a bit of a cold, so you can kind of hear it in my voice. So first, let's start with bedding, and you need a mattress pad and a mattress topper. For a mattress pad, you could go with the less expensive one. For a mattress topper is sort of like the cushion on top of the mattress, and you want that to be the more expensive thing that you buy because you're going to be sleeping on it. That, to me, you should spend a lot of money on that. Then also sheets, which again, everything is in twin extra long. Then you need a comforter insert and a comforter cover. Some people will only get like one or the other, but you need both. Again, depending on the like kind that you buy, or like a duvet or something. I just prefer comforters. Then obviously you need pillows, pillowcases, decorative pillows. Again, don't go crazy with it. All videos would be like, oh, don't buy too many decorative pillows, and I'd be like, why does that even matter? But it's because whenever you're like on your bed, like there's only so much space. You're in such a small room. The bed, it's like a twin extra long bed. Like, where are you gonna put everything? So I would literally put my leftover pillows like on the wall because my bed was against the wall, so you just don't have a whole lot of room. Then I would also recommend a fan clip. So a fan clip is just like a fan that you can clip on your bed. Me and my roommate had bunk beds, so I could like clip the fan like on my bed. Again, my dorm did not have air conditioning, so I still think that a fan clip would just be very helpful. The next thing that I recommend is a bedside organizer. So I'll pop up a picture of the one that I used. But this is so helpful. I had one like literally on the side of my bed, and I would put my phone in there. I would put like cough drops in there, tissues, just things that you would sort of need but you wouldn't want to get up for. Like right before I slept, I would take my glasses off and put my glasses in the little bedside organizer so I wouldn't have to like get up and put it away. So that was very helpful. Now let's sort of talk about closet type of stuff. The first thing that I have is a closet organizer, which again, it's like those foldable organizers. To me, they were really helpful and they helped me with a lot of storage. The other thing that I have is felt hangers, which again, you don't necessarily need them as opposed to regular hangers, but I think they're so helpful because they're really thin, and that way you can hang a lot more clothes. But again, you don't necessarily need it, but I would recommend it. Next, let's move on to stuff that I recommend for your desk. When I looked this up, it was called a magazine organizer, so like a magazine or a paper organizer. What I would do is, based on my schedule, I would have like a certain number of classes a day, meaning that like all the notebooks that I had to carry, or textbooks that I had to carry, I didn't have to bring every single day. I would put my notebooks or my textbooks or whatever books that I had in this little organizer thing to store it, so I always knew where it was and I wasn't just throwing it random places, because I'm not a super like organized person. I'm like super messy, but that was the one thing where like at least when it comes to school, like I know where that is. So every single morning I would literally just look at that, grab what I needed and go, and it was amazing. Highly recommend. I only used one this past year, but I'm gonna have two next year just because it would always be like overflowing. Then the next thing I put is a makeup mirror. Again, honestly, like I wouldn't necessarily need this just because in my dorm we have like sinks and then like a big mirror, and most of the time I would do my makeup like in front of that mirror, but if my roommate was using it, I would use a makeup mirror. Again, it just depends. I already bought it, so I still try to use it as much as I can, but I learned that I much prefer the mirror in front of the sink just because I like to stand up and do my makeup. The next thing are desk and drawer organizers. Again, just like little organizer things for random stuff. It helps you use your space a lot better. Then I have a standing outlet. You have to buy this. Like, no excuses, you have to buy this. it's so helpful. Again, like it's so useful. Like it just gives you so many more outlets. And in my dorm, like the outlets were always in a weird place. Like I would always have to like crawl up my knees to get to it. So yeah, you definitely need this. Then I would say a pen cup, again, like just something to put like some of your stationery on your desk. Then I have a makeup organizer. I had like a whole little section. I had a makeup organizer. If you don't want to get a makeup organizer, this is what I recommend. I had a makeup organizer, but I ended up using this at the end of the year, and this really helped me. And it's essentially like a really big makeup case. And what I mean by like a really big one is where like you can stick your hand in it and just pull out what you need and then throw it back in. I would literally do that every single morning. So instead of having to like do my makeup and then put it back in the makeup organizer, I would just have this big makeup case or like makeup pouch that I would just do my makeup and like throw it back in, and every single day repeat that step, because I'm just not organized enough to where every single day I'm like putting everything back. Like I just am not like that. My mom got me one from Lululemon, and they literally don't sell it anymore, and it is definitely one of the best purchases I've ever made from Lululemon. I literally use it every single day, every time I do my makeup. Then I have an acrylic organizer, which for mine, I just put my contacts in there, and they were separated from like right, left. And then I had like a little drawer of like my eyelashes, which I never had time to wear, but I still had them. Again, you don't necessarily need that, but I found it really helpful. And then I also put a pillow, which again, this is just me personally, like even right now, I have a pillow behind like my desk chair just because it's a lot more comfortable for me. So yeah, I would recommend that. Okay, this next section I called shareables, and it's basically things that you share with your roommates. Again, this really depends on like the type of school you go to, like the type of dorm you're in, like it depends on a lot of different things. But for the shareable section, I have a fridge, TV, couch or couches, cube storage. And by cube storage, it's like the cube things that they sell at Target, where you put like the little organizers in it. Me and my roommate had that in our room. It was great. A microwave, again, depending on like the dorm and your college situation, but like for us, like I'm not allowed to have microwaves in our dorms, but we have microwaves on our floors. So again, look into that, because you don't want to buy something and then it not be allowed. Like I know personally we're not allowed to have it because it's on the floor. So, and then rugs, I feel like that's something that's probably like forgotten a lot, is rugs. Again, it depends on like where you go to school and stuff, but I think rugs are kind of a must. Like my floor was so disgusting. Like it's so disgusting. My dorm is really old and the floor was so nasty. My parents were like, we have to buy as many rugs as possible. And by the time that I had bought rugs, like all the nice ones were gone. So like my rugs were like brown and they were really ugly. So just keep that in mind, is you need rugs if your floor is nasty, especially if the building is old. And then this is just for like different decorations that you have. But some things that I would recommend are command hooks, command strips, glue dots. Again, everyone says that in every video, but I definitely recommend it. They were so helpful. Like I can't even say how helpful they were. When I was a freshman, I was looking at like all the different dorm decorations that they have, and I saw a lot of like sticker wallpaper or something. Like you would put wallpaper on the wall and then you could like peel it off or something. However, I live in a really old building, and I asked an upperclassman about that, and they were like, no girl, that'll ruin the wall. And they were right. Like when after living in my dorm, I'm like, it would have ruined the walls, and the walls were already nasty. So again, like be realistic about where you're living. Like can you really put up like super extravagant things like that? I wish I could, I wish you could, but just be realistic. Now we'll sort of talk about communal bathroom slash like toiletry things that you will need. Shower caddy, I recommend getting the plastic shower caddies. Personally, something I was told is that if you get other types of shower caddies, it'll grow like fungus or something. Again, I don't really know, that's just what I heard, so I use the plastic ones, and the plastic ones were great. Then some of the obvious stuff: shampoo, body wash, conditioners, razors, shower cap. That is something that I did not bring that I wish I brought. I like to take showers every single day, and I would literally wash my hair every single day, which I know is like bad or whatever, but yeah, bring a shower cap. Towel wrap, this is so helpful. So I live in a dorm that has communal bathrooms, and I'd say most most colleges it's communal bathrooms. I don't really know, but I lived in a dorm that had a communal bathroom, and instead of like changing like near in the showers, what I would do is I would have the towel wrap. I would change in my room and I would wear my towel wrap and my shower shoes to the bathroom, so that way like I would just take off the towel wrap and then shower and then put the towel wrap back on, so I didn't have to bring like my clothes and stuff too. So it was just a lot easier to do it that way. So very helpful. Then also bath towels, hand towels, shower shoes. You definitely need shower shoes. Definitely you need shower shoes. Toothbrush, toothpaste. I don't know what these are called, but like a toothbrush cap. I'll put up a picture. Random but super helpful. Deodorant, perfume, face wash, mouthwash, floss, pimple patches, like any skincare that you have. That's all that I could think of like in my list, but there's probably more. Okay, now we're gonna move on to laundry. So for laundry, I put a rolling laundry basket, or you want one of those laundry bags that's like a backpack, just because so much easier to use. I had one where it was like really cheap and like something I would literally drag on the floor, like not like a nice rolling one, like it was like a bag and I would just roll it on the floor because it was really heavy because it was all my laundry. So yeah, definitely think of like practicality and like something you can either like wear as a backpack or something that you can roll, like that has wheels. Obviously detergent, dryer sheets. I always would forget dryer sheets. And then again, this depends. One of my roommates last year had to buy this, and it's a foldable drying rack. And my roommate had to buy this because some girls in our dorm stole her Lululemon, and if you know Lululemon, you can't like put Lululemon in a dryer. You have to like dry it out. So she had to buy that to dry it in her room. So keep that in mind. If you have like expensive clothes that you can't like dry, maybe a foldable like drying rack will be helpful to you. But that personally is something that I would wait on buying, because you don't want to buy it right now and then like not end up using it. So maybe like wait until you've moved in and you can sort of like understand what you need. Section I titled random. So nail clippers. I had to have my mom Amazon these because it's just not something that I thought about, but like nail clippers. A Brita water bottle, so helpful. Again, Brita, like I hate that it makes like a squeaky noise whenever you drink it, but the water at school is actually disgusting, and it has like a filter on it, so that was super nice. Personally, I don't go for the big like Brita water thing. I go for just the water bottle, not like the, I don't know, the water, the pitch, or I don't know what that's called. I'm like dumb. My brain is not working right now. But I just went for the water bottle just because I was super close to like our water bottle fill station, so I would just fill it all the time. And then Tupperware. This is also something that I didn't really think about that I had to get, but if you have leftovers, if you're cooking in your dorm, you'll need Tupperware. And then a full-length mirror. Then also on my list I have plastic forks, plasticware, plastic cups, different things like that. You could also get obviously like reusable forks, spoons, knives, things like that. However, how often are you gonna wash that? Can you wash it somewhere? I would say like the most common thing in college is just to have a box of plasticware, and you'll need more forks than everything else. So I would buy like a thing of forks and then like a thing of the mixed plasticware. And then paper towels. We actually used a lot of paper towels. I don't know why, like it was just like randomly like you would need paper towels for stuff. Super helpful. Again, I don't even know how we used it, but it was helpful. And then mini vacuum. My parents actually bought us this, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't clean a lot, but I know my roommate used it quite a bit. And then Clorox wipes, like any sort of like cleaning supplies. Again, depending on what you use. I couldn't really think of like other cleaning supplies. I know we had like some other stuff, but I couldn't even remember. And then a humidifier, just because again, like at college, like the water is gross, the air is gross, a humidifier can definitely help. So I wanted this list to sort of be like all inclusive for things that you would need. Again, there's like no way that I didn't forget something, so if I did forget anything, I will definitely write it in the description. Or if any of you guys have any advice of what else to bring for anyone watching this video, make sure to leave a comment. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and comment down any other videos you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Yeah, she doesn't know.